Since we are talking about basically piracy and all the rest of it, I just wanted to add a heading and an article. Sorry, just these couple of things this week. From Tech Central.
Tim is having a rant this week. I just wanted everybody to note this.
This is a second rant for Tim, actually. Two in one episode. You usually just have one.
I read this heading and it's like, oh, yeah, heading, whatever. Piracy threatens digital growth. And it's like, another one again, read. And then I start reading the article. And the article actually says, no, it's not piracy. Basically, the article says there's piracy because there's no way they can legally buy the content in this country. And the actual solution, the real problem, is that there's no content to legally at a reasonable price and a reasonable method that you can buy it in this country. And that's why there's piracy and why these people are actually struggling.
So your gripe is that the content didn't match the headline at all?
Well, it's not actually piracy threatens digital growth. It's the companies themselves threaten their own digital growth by not supplying the content, and therefore there's piracy. And the whole thing goes, if you want to stop piracy, provide the content. It's like, say the real heading. And normally the problem is people read the heading and goes, oh, yeah, your piracy is destroying everything. It's like, well, no. Provide a reasonable way for me to buy it. And generally, I'd then go out and buy it.
And that's slowly happening. We've got a music streaming service finally now in South Africa in the form of Simfi. There's a rumor, which, I mean, we're already almost halfway through September. It hasn't come true yet. Apple just had a music event. They didn't announce it. That iTunes is coming to South Africa, and one would assume that would come.
Hands up if that would come to South Africa.
A general expansion, so it won't just be. I mean, it won't just be South Africa. It'll be iTunes is expanding to X number of nations this month. And there was no word of that tonight, so it's going to be interesting to see if that rumor comes true. But the fact is that there are more legal options as far as music goes in South Africa.
As far as TV shows and movies go,
we still have a bit of a monopoly. Yeah.
Look, I know I have signed up for the Simfi. One thing I say is really awesome. It seems to be supporting the local bands incredibly well.
Very well.
Which is amazing.
The one thing, Isochronous, they recently changed their name to ISO. Their new album is on there, and they're actually busy doing the launch shows around South Africa. They went Pretoria and Joburg last week, where they're selling the hard copy of the CD there. You can't even get it on shelves yet, but it's on Simfi.
Cool.
Which is really cool of both Isochronous and Simfi.
I'm still hoping they do expand their content a bit, and the reason is I have been playing with Spotify, and I try to transfer my playlists, and I just had a like 10% transferred. But I'm hoping as time goes by and more people start using this, it does improve. But I must say, Spotify doesn't really have a lot of the music, the local guys. So, you know, if you want to support South African thing, Simfi is the way to go. And
if you do have
I'm using it.
problems like that, let them know, tweet them. They actually do respond to those. Whether they actually respond to it on the site or with a service is another story, but it seems like a part of it is actually responsive.
Look,
but let them know.
With this, the problem wouldn't, I think, it's just getting the rights for these musicians into this country.
Sure.
Like I've been with Audible, and it's the most irritating thing.
But if they get enough requests for it, then maybe they'll start pushing harder for that sort of content, because that's what people want.
And I think they will. So as I said, as time goes by, they definitely, as more people get on. But I was buying a book from Audible. I've got up to book 4 on Audible. Book 5 can't find it. It's like odd. This is like came out 5 years ago. Suddenly realized, no, you can't buy it in South Africa.
It's the same.
It's available in America.
No, I had that same experience with a series of books. Bought 1, 2, and 3. Tried to get the 4th book, no. And then tried to go back and look for the other ones, also not available anymore. So they didn't renew their whole license with that publisher, which just sucks.
And look, I haven't, but it made me want to pirate it just to go, damn you. Anyway, but I didn't.